everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. Today's video shares the explanation for the 19th hexagram in I-Ching called approach. So the initial meaning is this is somebody who's super approachable, down to earth, caring and likable. This is derived from reading the image of the hexagram because the external triagram is earth, meaning it's like mother-like tenderness, caring, love, inclusivity. I can forgive you because I love you. The internal triagram is lake, meaning it's something that sparks joy. It's like this glittering water under the sun on a calm lake water. So it's very pleasant. It gives you joy and happiness. Combining those two trees together, that kind of naturally derives this approachability meaning that you're in a very mindful presence, you're happy, you're enjoying yourself. So overall, this hexagram is super positive. It's like kind of you're in a very conducive environment for success or whatever you want to achieve in life. And the second part of the hexagram meaning is actually derived from the image of the Chinese character in the oracle term. How you write that letter, Chinese letter for this 19th hexagram, you guys can Google it. The original form almost looks like a human eye drawing. So that has the implied meaning of I'm observing people beneath me. It's an eye taking an above elevated position to observe, to lead, to audit, to kind of just monitor everything. But so you combine those two components together is meaning you're using a very gentle type of leadership to lead, to observe, to help other people. And before I dive into this individual line meaning, there's a very important call out for this hexagram because this is one of the 12 time-based hexagram in I-Ching. The point of time-based is just showing the yin and yang growth and fade trend. Because if you look at this whole hexagram image in its totality, right? The initial 2 lines are yang, and then the remaining 4 lines are yin, meaning that this yang is gradually growing. And if you look forward to future trend, this yang will eventually erode into this yin. It's kind of like the morning sun. It's a little gentle now, but over time you'll become brighter and brighter. Or kind of in terms of seasonality, it's like early spring. It's gonna venture into the prime of summer, which is almost like a pure yang, like the heaven hexagram. So, but the thing is, if you look at it from that perspective, the growth trend, this is super positive, saying the situation you're in is getting stronger and better every day, and you're in a very conducive, positive environment, timing-wise, people relationship-wise, financial support, whatever you need, the overall environment to support you to reach success. However, the caution is nothing can last forever. That's the whole point of I-Ching. After the sun reaches brightest time, it's gonna sunset. The same with summer. After summer, the yang will go down and eventually get into the fall and winter season. So the wisdom for the 19th hexagram is about, even though now you're in an incline, you're getting stronger, your career or financial wealth, whatever you want, is getting better and better, but be very careful. Prepare for the worst. Always have this cautious mindset, because this type of positive status quo will not be the norm going down. Eventually you will run into a decline, because that's the law of the nature. So be prepared mentally and physically to embrace for that future change. Now let's go into the detailed line meaning. So the first one is a yang line. again, it's symbolizing somebody less experienced, like first venturing into society because it's positioned on the first line. But I have a lot of integrity and talent because I'm a young line. And also the corresponding line with first is fourth. And yin and yang kind of is a natural pair versus the same, opposite attracts and the same repels, right? So this one with the yin line corresponding position supporting itself, it just means the key is to keep your moral integrity, making sure what you're doing, your venture is the right cause. As long as you do that, you will reach ultimate success because you have the support. You're accurately reflecting the true meaning of this approach hexagram. So it's gonna be a very fortunate outcome. The second line is also a yang line, but it's in the middle position. And looking at who is his corresponding partner, right? Second correspond with fifth, the guy in charge. And it's also a yin and yang paired natural relationship. So this is a positive one too. In terms of gentle, because I'm in a relatively lower leadership role compared to this fifth line, I still need to be humble, be gentle, rather than being so fierce and forceful. But I'm also in this middle position for my internal triagram. So I need to keep my firmness, take a balanced, harmonious position to lead and push. If you reach this gentle and firmness balance, then you can attract support and also reach a very fortunate and positive outcome. So the first two yang lines are both very positive results, but the focal points are different. The first one is focusing on morality, integrity, is this for the just cause? The second one is focused on being balanced, being in the harmonious zone. The third one is kind of a neutral one because it's a yin line and its corresponding partners. The sixth one is also a yin, and yin are the same type, so they repel. It doesn't get the support. And also yin meaning I'm relatively speaking, I'm lacking that initiative, that kind of driven energy. Because of that, I have no choice but to rely on sweet talking. I'm trying to show off this superficial charm to achieve what I need. But it's so empty. It's a bunch of fluff. You don't have the concrete stuff to support yourself. Because of that, the initial outcome is actually not super positive. It's negative. It's causing regret. It's causing failure because of that superficial sweet talking style. But there's a turn here. It's emphasizing that the moment you become self-aware of your empty approach, this fluffy approach, and you're able to correct yourself, it's more following this sincere integrity, approachable, right? If you can self-correct and more moving to that right direction for this hexagram meaning, then you can change it from negative to a neutral outcome. The fourth one is a good one too because, as I mentioned before, fourth and first are pairing relationships. This is kind of a second in command, in charge guy, right? I have authority, but I'm an inline myself, so I'm super humble. I sincerely respect people who are beneath me, but who have talent and the right moral integrity. I trust them. I want to form this natural approachable relationship with them to work together towards the same goal. Because he's able to engage humbly and ignoring his own higher up positional power, that brings fortunate outcome for him. The fifth one is truly the king, the guy in charge, the first guy in command. And same thing, because it's pairing, it's a yin type of leader paired with a young guy beneath him. He's able to rule with wisdom, meaning that I'm very smart with identifying talents on my team. And I don't hesitate to delegate delegate important tasks. I'm not scared of them taking my thunder or backstabbing me because of that trust, approachability. That's actually the ultimate form of confidence, confident leadership. They're able to rule with that type of a wisdom to recognize talent, delegate important duties to that talent. Hence, the result will be super successful as well. Last but not least is the top line. This is a guy who's like already there, right? This is the ending stage of the entire hexagram. I've been there, done that, I accomplished it. But because of my humbleness, because my virtue of being super practical, down to earth, approachable, because I'm able to keep that, this type of lasting virtue will earn me respect in return. His focus is not about himself anymore because I already went through all this process. It's about helping internal people, helping people who are less experienced than me, like mentoring them, helping them grow, and in turn, I feel rewarded myself. So that's the beauty of this last line. It's advising you to take a mentorship role to help other people grow. And that's how you, in turn, ensure your lasting influence. So you're still relevant in the picture. So that's the whole explanation of the 19th hexagram. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.